Hello, Internet. I am Matt Haas, and my troubleshooting issues have been temporarily solved. I'm going to talk about this and a whole lot more on today's episode of Good Morning, Haas.
Good morning, Haas. The show you can't miss. Rocking and rolling. With Matt Haas leading the way. Get ready to groove.
It's pure bliss.
Join the fun. It's a brand new day.
Join the fun. It's a brand new day.
Live from Philadelphia, waking you up. It's Good Morning Haas.
You, the viewer, are allowed to do jazz hands when you hear the line, waking you up. Listen closely.
Live from Philadelphia, waking you up. It's Good Morning Haas.
There's Britta Aller. Good morning, Matt and friends. On a beautiful Tuesday. It is beautiful. Hugh Demand is here. Good morning, awesome, fun things and friends. There's Desert Bum Woodworking. That's my man, Chuck. He's here. Jaden says hello. Hello, Jaden. Paul Fath at the top of the show. Good to see you here. There's my colleague in crime, Patty's Day baby, my friend Amy. Good morning, Matt and everyone. Whoa, we've got a celebrity in the house. It's Mr. Paul Weber. You know it. Oh, and he's checking me out on the Instagrams. I love that. It has to be a great day. Whoa. Could that be big board worthy? Did you stroke my ego by using my name in a pun? You know, sometimes that works. Speaking of things that work, yesterday's show, I talked about the Rode Streamer X. It is this piece of gear from the Rode microphone company, which is now Rode Audio Video Company. And it wasn't working. It just was not working no matter what I could do. No matter what I did, it just would not show up on the Mac the way it was supposed to. Well, I opened a ticket. Even though I didn't register the device, I bought it secondhand from Tech Troublemaker. And they gave me service. They just wanted to know the serial number, and I told it to them, and they were giving me service. So I went 2 rounds with them. Everything they asked me to do, I implemented, and it did not work. But wait a minute, didn't you say it worked? I did say it worked because I got it to work.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
What I did was I plugged it into my Thunderbolt hub. I have a OWC, Otherworld Computing, is the name brand, Thunderbolt hub. And everything on the internet and these very knowledgeable tech staff at Rode were like, you must plug it directly into your computer. You must use the high-resolution cable that came with it, which I had. Tech Troublemaker sold to me. That is not what you do. You plug it into the hub, and then it started working. Now, I did put the computer to sleep, and I woke the computer back up, and I'm told on the internet that it will not connect. It didn't connect, but I quit the app and relaunched it, and it was just fine. Like the whole internet said you had to power it down, power it back on. So I think I'm going to be okay. Mama D, do you think I'm going to be okay? Good morning, Mama D. She says, good morning, Haas and friends. Glad you're here. There's Sammy Superstar. He says, hey, everyone. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Oh, look who slipped in. David W. Ryan's being sneaky. He slips in here, and I don't realize. I didn't get any new subscribers. Can you drop my link? Well, there it is. Jaden Suh 0428. Not going to be able to quickly do that. Is anyone a mod on my show? Do that if you're a mod, please, if you wouldn't mind. All right. So I'm happy. And I am not only happy, I bought more Rode products to go with my secondhand Streamer X. I bought a Rode microphone pack. Actually, it's not the whole kit. I just bought the transmitter, the microphone itself, not the little box that receives the signal. I don't need that. I got the Rode Streamer X. So I was able to not spend, I spent half the money because I only bought one of the two products, which they'll sell you. So I'm good with that. Andy Berkey is in the house. Wave hi to my friend Andy Berkey. How are you, Andy? Oh my goodness. Andy's where I got the idea to put on my website, this website is entirely my fault. I remember he had some sort of banner on one of his social media sites. And it was a picture of himself. I think you were even leaning against a brick wall with art in the back because Andy Berkey is a brilliant creative mind, as evidenced by his original artwork there. Anyway, the caption of it was, "This photo is entirely my fault." That tickled me from the day I saw it, and I think I still have it on my website. Let me actually check. wizardofhaas.com. Is it still there? Oh, I think I took it off. I loved, this was my website, by the way, if you're interested, wizardofhaas.com. If you go there and you look at the product list, you'll see a cajillion billion products that I have that I haven't sold yet. And it's everything from kitchen goods to electronics to rubber stamps to flags and gadgets and... Well, look at this, Andy. Do you need this? Do you need a humongous air filter for your wood shop? This thing is ginormous. That's kind of like a woodworking item. Seriously, this is huge. I could barely. Well, actually, I could pretty easily lift it, but. It's big and clunky. What happens to the Elgato capture card? Well, the Rode Streamer X is going to be my backup capture card. Don't you have the HD60? Yeah, I have the HD60X, which is the newest model. Too big for me. I don't blame you. I don't know what to do with it. I think even if I put it on Craigslist, I don't even think anyone would want it on Craigslist. Maybe I should do it. When I say Craigslist, I mean Facebook Marketplace. Oh, cool. We got a sub for Jaden's 0428. Lovely. Yeah. See, here's this is getting kind of techie in the weeds. I'll only spend a second on this. But as far as that capture card comment goes, I'm trying to stream into the platform Whatnot. You may have heard about Whatnot recently because Mr. Beast was on Whatnot on the Super Bowl day and broke all kinds of records, gave away a Lamborghini and all kinds of other crazy stuff like he typically does. But the point is, Whatnot is very strict on what they want. As a matter of fact, what they want you to do is just use your flipping cell phone and do janky-ass streams just with a clunky old cell phone, which look horrible and blah, blah, blah. That's why I got the Streamer X, is so I can pump in premium audio to my phone, and I can have background music and my microphone all going into the stream, because everyone else on the platform plays music from a boom box and then their mic picks it up. It just sounds like complete crap. Anyway, I'm trying to, boost the quality because I think a better, more enjoyable stream will get people watching longer, and it's Whatnot is a selling platform, so they would buy more stuff from me. What stuff would they buy? All of this crap. Okay. I'm getting to the capture card. So the capture card is a very sensitive piece of equipment in your pipeline, and I think the HD60X is too good. It's too good. I need a crappier capture card. So as I experiment with getting on Whatnot, if my HD60X doesn't perform, I'm going to flip it to the Rode Streamer X. It's a long way to get that answer, but I hope that answers it for you. It makes sense in my mind. I had the same issue I saw the other day on Elgato. Yeah. I figured out that you need a USB 4 cable. Well, that helps too. That helps too. I was a sucker, and I bought the $80 Apple-branded Thunderbolt 5 cable, the most powerful cable there is. I found a solution. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Next topic. A couple shows ago, I told you my car was in the shop. Actually, like 2.5 weeks ago, I told you my car it was still in the shop. I'm getting a new transmission put in my car that has 106,000 miles. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I am mad in the head. Anyway, they said it was done. Now, I need your help. Good morning, Haas community. What would you make of this situation? Am I reading into this too much? The guy says that the chief mechanic sends me a message, says, your car is ready to pick up. Come get it when you want to. I'm like, great. Can't do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. Thinking that's fair. And I have a loaner car. I was like, I'll return the loaner car tomorrow and pick up my new car. Yay me. Well, it didn't end there. Then he comes back about an hour later and says, can you pick it up Wednesday instead?
You're a liar.
What am I supposed to make about the can you pick it up Wednesday instead? He wanted me to delay my pickup a day. Did something break on the car and they had to quick fix it? I don't know. Should I freak out? I'm kind of only 106,000. Yeah, that's what I have on it. Did your cable work now? It only worked in respect that I am using the Road Streamer X cable, but the trick was to put it through a hub, and then it works. The thinking is, all right, I'm getting way too in the weeds with this now. As far as this darn Streamer X go, you need to hack it a million different ways. They say you need to go through a hub on the USB to your computer, and the hub will strip out some nonsense in it somehow. I don't understand that. The HDMI in, they said, is too rigid on trying to find copyrighted material, and it false flags things like crazy, especially if you have certain capture cards or certain cameras. I think like the non-Sonys are really bad at that. Like Sonys, I think, are okay. But they say take an A/B switch. I have these. I have these. This is an HDMI. So one HDMI in the back, or one going in, and so you can like A/B switch them, send them to two different devices one at a time. But they say just having this device alone strips out the copy protection. So they're like, okay, you got to do something funky with the USB cable. You got to do something funky with the HDMI cable. And the headphone jack is of low quality on the only thing that's of low quality on the device is the headphone jack, and there is static in the headphone, not in the stream. And I need an impedance stripper. There's like a TRSS little female male dongle I got to get. So anyway, you got to do all this stuff to make it work, but it's going to work. It's going to work. Why would you leave it an extra? I know, Amy. I don't get it. Ouch on the cars. Well, yeah. And my wife bought a new car, new to her, a 2023 car, low mileage. She got it home, and she noticed that the plastic housing of her side mirror was cracked. So she brought it in, and they took it to the body shop. And they ordered a part, and the part arrived, and it was the wrong part. And they ordered another part, and the new part arrived, and they just installed it. So that's ready to pick up today. So the Haas house has been in car trouble mode for 3 weeks. At one point, neither of us had a car. At another point, my wife rented a car for 4 days. Now I have a loaner car for my repair. So it's like we've either had 0 or 1 car between us for 3. It's been really weird. But, I'm not crying about it. Sounds very junky. Let me tell you. But listen, they say if you have the latest firmware and you do those 3 hacks, it should behave as expected. And, I'm trying to get by on the cheap here, folks. I don't need a $700 Rodecaster Pro 2 to pull this off. I just need audio and sound effects. Like that. Drop a Mario in the chat. Oh, Andy, if you're still here, type Mario in the chat, Mario, since you heard a Nintendo sound. If you type Mario in the chat, I collect your channel names and spin the wheel of Haasam on Fridays. If I pick your name, I'll send you $2. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Okay, finally, I gotta keep moving here, folks. Finally, I am happy that Tech Troublemaker, his piece of art, has a permanent spot on my set. The subscribe. That's a physical sign. That's not an on-screen overlay. Well, that's an on-screen overlay. That's a real physical sign that he made me on his 3D printer. Thank you, Tech Troublemaker, again for my subscribe sign. I think that's awesome. The real something or other. Hello, Mario. Look, you are entered. You are entered to win. You do not have to be here on Friday in order to win. So if your name comes up, you get $2. I wish it would be a real $2 greenback bill, but it's not. It's a PayPal transfer. So if you win, you let me know your PayPal address. That's PayPal email address that's linked to your account. That's how you pay people on PayPal. You send it to an email address, or you send it to their account ID, and their account ID is an email address. You don't care about any of that. I will pay you. That's what I'm trying to say. Today is National Flannel Day. Happy National Flannel Day. All right. I have a membership here. We're called the Fun Havers. These people are level 2. Klondike, Sammy Superstar, and Tech Troublemaker. Thank you for being level 2 Fun Havers and supporting me. Also, Fun Havers are level 3. Those are the Venture Forward and Rich Vibes. In addition to verbal shoutouts, which you just heard, they also get their name on screen, and their name is colored gold. Now with sparkles.
Rich Vibes.
My goodness. Squircle. Squircle's on the screen. Remember I said you type Mario, you get an entry? Well, if you see the plush Squircle on the show, it only happens once a week. Type that word Squircle in the chat, Squircle, and you could win an entry. You get an additional entry for the $2 spin. So, hey, do you want to increase your chances of winning? Slap the word Squircle in the chat, and you get it, baby. There you go. Hugh Demand loves money. May the grunge fans and lumberjacks celebrate this day. Grunge fans, yes, grunge with the flannel. I love it. That, you know what? That's big board worthy right there. Congratulations, Roy, for getting on the big purple board of awesomeness. And we got that going on. Square with rounded edges. My friend Fulgens Henry won the contest to name this character because these were for sale at Creator Camp 2025. And I got the second to last one. They were almost out. And they wanted a fun name for it. And he said Squircle. Squircle the squirrel. I thought that was cool. No, that's not worthy of Pac-Man dying. Come on. All right. I have gone off the rails, as evidenced by Luigi confirming he busts in when I go off the rails. I don't know why. I hope you learned a lot about tech gear. I hope that I won't be very tech gear heavy in the future. Believe me, I won't. But thanks for playing along. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay with the. Jeez. I wore a flannel shirt to the office once when I used to work in an office, and one of the people there was like, "Hey, I like your shirt, Matt." I'm like, "Yeah, I look kind of lumberjackish because it was a flannel shirt." She's like, "Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it." I'm like, "Okay. Well, thank you." It's a nice compliment. Remember, that must have been 20 years ago. All right. I am out of here. These are my socials. Find me on the socials, people. I remember when Squircle was first announced. Yes, you were here. He remembers the day. It's forever burned in his brain. Did people even give me a like? If you're still here, let me know by liking the show. Quick, like the show. And with that, peace.